Guy of IT coming to you the day before Thanksgiving. Hopefully, by the time you watch this, Thanksgiving has already occurred and your bellies are full. If not, you're like me and you're nerding out a little bit before the holidays. I wanted to show you a little bit of the VMware ITBM, or now called vRealize Business Suite. I wanted you to notice that it is a dynamic tool and literally reading real time, so I wanted to demonstrate that. Here you can see 18 live VMs. Here we can see a service catalog. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin up a couple of different machines to try and demonstrate the fact that this is a dynamic service versus one that requires separate workflows for accounting and BI tools. The power of this is that it is all automated, and quite literally any change I make in the environment will literally be reflected not only from a performance perspective in VCOps, but also from a business and cost perspective in the business suite, in the vRealize business suite. It used to be called ITBM, by the way, so if I refer to it as that, it's just me being lazy. I'm going to submit this. You can see it's going up here. We'll submit that particular machine, and for we'll also submit a lamp stack. I remind you that there were 18 VMs that ITBM was able to pick up, or at vRealize Business was able to pick up before. This, you'll see, has 3 different servers that it will roll out. You can see the costs over here. I will submit that. Again, we can see that it's working. I'm going to say OK. Now, what's going to happen in the background is a number of different operations are going to kick off here. We'll see those in a second. If we go over to items, requests, you'll notice that these requests are in progress and what they typically cost. And interestingly enough, a single VM runs roughly $1 a day, and 3 VMs with bigger hardware, because of the database backend, really runs a little bit more expensive. Let's go back here, and remember, we're seeing 18 live VMs here. For the time being, let's go here, and I want to show you a feature and a functionality that's super cool. I told you this was real time. Right now you can see that we've modeled 10 VMs, 2 cores, yada yada, and it's showing us the private cloud, it shows us the Amazon, and it shows us the Azure cost. I'm going to look down here real quick and check and make sure that, yes, you can see that processes are being kicked off. So that's going to happen in the background while I'll demonstrate this to you. What's super cool about this is I'm going to go in and select a configuration that my current hardware cannot supply. So I'm going to say 4 gigahertz. And if this were just a modeling tool that was unaware of the back end, then quite literally it would just spit out a financial answer here. But because I've selected something that is not in our platform, that hardware configuration does not exist, and because this is reading from Virtual Center, you know what it does? No matching configuration is possible. What it's telling me right now is I either need to go and buy new hardware that has, 3.6 gigahertz CPUs, or I need to go out to my public cloud options, because frankly, we can't provide that level of hardware with our current platform. Now, if I go back and I change this down to something that I do have in the data center, you'll notice that it's going to spit me something out live that's different. Pretty sweet functionality. Again, the power of this is in the dynamic operational effectiveness and efficiencies that this has. Now let's go back to here and see if we have more. You'll see we are already at 20 live VMs as a direct response to what happened down here. Super cool, dynamic. This is vRealize automation and ITBM for EHC's hybrid cloud, which leverages the VMware stack as well as some EMC software stack. I'm going to keep this short and sweet since it's the day before a holiday.